Hi guys, how are you? I'm doing good, but I know I make this live late. I'm gonna spend like only this game and I cut. Okay,
Helps, and this team expects
30
themselves to
and
win
finish it.
no matter what they go through.
Here's Hero. Has to wear this one for three. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Tatum.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
Celtics trail by three. Holiday the pass to Brown. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Driving the lane. Ware passes to Wiggins. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark. The Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far. Just 25%.
This guy missed a
Leading
lot.
by 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Nigga, how you missed that?
Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be.
I can't
Dunks like this
control my
remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Porzingis kicks to Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Over in the corner, Hero. Great look, but off the mark. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Celtics trail by 5. And here is Brown. Still yet to score. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Anderson, he's checked in for Kevin Love.
The assist.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
Brown outside. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard, covered by Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hauser. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 4-second violation. Austin making some changes. Torrey Craig. He's checked. In for Luke Cornett. And it's Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. The Heat also changing it up. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Mitchell. Pass to Jovic. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Let's go. Larson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Highsmith is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Tatum. Hauser the pass to Craig. Three-pointer. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to
What they
defend.
mean, 9 seconds?
And a wide open look for Hero. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hero's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 7. And back in a moment as well.
Hey, this Celtics is my team, man.
1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the court for the Heat,
He lost the ball.
we've got Hero.
Go, bro.
Anderson is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot.
Thank you.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Heat leading by 3. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Hauser.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Here's Craig. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. They're still together. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 7.
What the?
Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Kevin Love's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Here's Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Ware dishes to Burks. Wide open look. Miami no good on that time either. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. And Ware pulls it down. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hero passes to Robinson. Back to Hero. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hero's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time.
Back. Almost back. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to...
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. We got Bam Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more
Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Hero passes to Burks. Hero against Brown, and Hero the bucket on the assist by Burks.
I don't want it.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Tatum. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. The kick out to Brown. Back to White. No good with the layup. The Heat leading by 5. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Cornette passes to Holiday. The 3. Boston again missing. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
A minute 42 left to play here in the second quarter. Adebayo with the bucket.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Craig finds Brown. Out to White. Shoots the 3. Miami grabs the miss.
Come on, guys.
Ware's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A 3-pointer. Wiggins, the offensive rebound. Burks, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
The kick out to Brown. Shot to stop the run. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have.
Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by Cornette.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Craig can't get it to go.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Burks kicks to Adebayo. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention.
Hey, she gonna miss. I give $20 if she scores.
One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation.
All right, bro.
You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Porzingis. David.
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight, and he'll probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum with it. Picked up by Hero. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trail by 13. And at this point, Tyler Herro's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Herro's an outstanding offensive player.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Herro against Brown. It's stolen by Brown. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Tatum.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Burks for three. Nailed from three-point land. Burks has got the lead up to 13 now for Miami. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. White the pass to Holiday. From deep three-point land, it's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Fourth team foul.
Adebayo passes to Ware. Back to Adebayo.
And such focus from Horford defensively. Doesn't let up on the pressure.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And he can't hit the second. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Burks kicks to Robinson. Here's Adebayo. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. 16 points for Bam Adebayo.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Up top, Tatum. He's guarded by Adebayo. Horford. That one a little long.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Heat leading by 14. Outside Robinson. Back to Hero from the arc. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And they...
You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Hero uses the glass on the layup.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside Tatum, over Adebayo. Tatum can't hit.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Hero. Puts it up from the high post. It's hauled in by White.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Hero. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hero's got his second bucket on the night.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. From the line. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Porzingis has got 6.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Allie, thank you. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Adebayo. Boston pulls it in. Brown in the high post. And Brown with the stuff.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
The Heat have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Ware. Hero outside. And he lays it up and in. He has 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Holiday. No points so far. Here's Tatum. Outside, Brown. Over Wiggins. Brown, no good. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. To the inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
And there's White. That's good on the assist by Porzingis.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Now Hero. 6 points for him. Burks passes to Hero. Buries it down low. Hero's got 8.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Porzingis in the post. The kick out to White. Launches it. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. On the attack, Hero. And he goes in for the dunk.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Heat with possession. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Robinson for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5. Miami shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Now here's Wiggins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Tatum. He can't get that one.
And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Alec Burks. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. Now here's Adebayo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Pass to Adebayo. And here's Burks. 3-pointer, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Back to Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Now here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Tatum's shot is good.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Adebayo against Tatum. Fires from 14. Adebayo, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And finished by Tatum. Wow!
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Burks takes the 3. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis with it. Now Burks defending. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Hero. Wiggins for 3, drains the triple.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Tatum against Adebayo. Now here's Tatum. Tight defense on him.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Burks. It's Wiggins on the wing, defended by Brown. Pass to Burks from downtown. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, PA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Al Horford's checked in for Tatum. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Boston on D. Pass to Wiggins. Holiday against Adebayo. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
Porzingis finds Brown. Off target at the rim.
I hate this guy. The same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Burks no good. And here's Horford. He'll bring it up for Boston. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, this is an example of Al Horford, such a difficult cover. He's tall, he's long, and he utilizes all of that to his advantage.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Mitchell against Holiday. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Holiday.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need.
It's time for me to go.
To do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Robinson. No points yet. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brown, no good.
You see?
Miami trailing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Robinson passes to Love. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Adebayo against Horford. Love, a screen on Horford. Here's Adebayo. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here's Larson. He's scoreless. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the 3.
Hey guys, I'm coming. I'm coming. Mm-hmm. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. I'm coming. Okay, I'm back.
That's the Boston Five.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
The Celtics with the lead.
I got nothing.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul.
I got nothing for lunch.
His first foul. Highsmith, he's checked in
Jack
for
Carroll.
Miami.
First team foul. In for the Heat, number 24, Haywood Highsmith.
Here's Tatum. And a miss there off the inbound. And for Miami, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Larson. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow.
Hey, guys.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty
Yo, bro,
scorer
what's
right
up?
now, filling it up.
Can you like and
Heat trail by
subscribe,
3.
please?
For 3, Robinson. Counted from distance.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Tatum inside, working on Robinson.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Hero right side. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Horford passes to Craig. Here's Tatum. Good work defensively by Robinson. Miami has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Hero for 3. Drops in the 3. And it's a 3-point Miami lead.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Craig. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. So it's Miami now. After the basket by Boston. Back to Hero. They set the screen. 4-3. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. It's Tatum working inside.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Outside Robinson. Hero outside. From deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Dang.
Tatum showing off the strength.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Hero outside. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Hero. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Hauser. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Hauser's got his first 2 points of the night. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Holiday. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Here's Adebayo. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Basket's good. Tatum's got 24.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Here's Mitchell. The three. Knocks down the triple. Mitchell's got 5.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Boston. Craig is checked in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. Now here's Craig. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Brown. 55 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Off with the layup. Wiggins against Holiday. Throws it up high. And stolen by Porzingis. Mitchell against Brown. Outside Craig. Brown looking around. Brown draws the double. Clock at 6. Releases. Boston, no good that time either. For Miami, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Pass to Adebayo. Over Craig. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 14 points for him. Outside Craig. Over Adebayo. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points.
$20
we'll be back in a moment.
If she score.
Fans, please direct your attention.
$20 if she score.
And get ready for the fans. Drums, please. So close. Give it up for our contestants.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the basket by Holiday.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
And Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive, he's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, what strength from KP.
Wow, Kristaps Porzingis puts the ball on the floor, gets right to the cup.
Miami's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
White, good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
That's
Hero
a bad
for 3.
idea.
Boston pulls it in.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
For Boston Zone, Celtics Entertainment.
Adebayo against Tatum. Back to Wiggins. Hero outside. Tatum against Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. Has to Ware to stop the run. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics lead by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Here's Tatum into the lane. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 26. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat, trailing by 5. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
For Boston, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Ware. Now here's Burks. Wiggins for 3. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Brown. Now Tatum. That shot missing. Now Wiggins, defended by Brown. Wiggins against Brown. Wiggins outside. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And it's Ware missing. Boston on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Porzingis. Rebound Miami. Hero outside. Pass to Ware. Adebayo with it. He's guarded by White. White with the steal. Here's Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. And it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Adebayo passes to Anderson. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Count it.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Cornette passes to Hauser. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Injury.
Walsh is checked in for Boston.
number 27.
51 seconds left in the third. Now Mitchell, 5 points in the game. Outside Robinson, back to Mitchell, launches a three. Horford pulls it in. Celtics lead by 7. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Larson. And it's Kornet with a rebound.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Kornet. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Pass to Robinson. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Celtics lead by 4.
Chill out. Okay, chill out.
Here's Kornet. Anderson covers. Here's Pritchard. Here's Shireman. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. And the Celtics making a change here. Davison's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Love is checked in for Anderson.
4 point last quarter.
Heat trail by 4. Hero outside. Boston pulls it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Davison. Hero against Tatum. There's the triple. Miami, no good that time either. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. 4-point game. Tatum passes to Holiday, and here's Horford. Driving inside.
Yeah, this is why you can't give Horford a lane to the hoop, because if you do, he understands how to attack it.
And that one misses.
And the second one.
Line for 2 shots.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Heat trail by 4. Outside Robinson. He drops it from range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we've just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Here's Jovic. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Cornette. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
That one drops for him.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man. Wow, does he get work done offensively.
Heat trail by 5. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Hero. There's the 3. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Cornette. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I don't know why I do that.
Miami's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Robinson finds some space. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. And the layup is good off the glass. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And Boston with some changes. Porzingis has checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Boston leading by 7. Let's check in with Allie LaForce for an injury update on Sam Hauser.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Celtics head athletic trainer. It's a broken forearm, about the worst outcome they could have imagined. He's not coming back for this game, and I'm told to expect he won't be back for a while. Not the news we were all hoping to hear, guys.
That's good.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Hero, following the bucket by Boston. 1:52 left in the fourth. Fires for 3. The Heat rebound. Here's Adebayo. Outside Burks. Off target from outside.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Tatum can't hit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task. You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
That one misses for Tatum. Heat trail by 9. Burks with it. Now guarded by Brown. Inside. Here's Hero. And the shot goes down.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
For Boston, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Brown finds Holiday. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Hero for 3. Knocks down the long J.
A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's the teardrop. Ooh, Porzingis using that length in the paint. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Hero for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Here's Tatum. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Fires it in the triple. Tatum's got 41.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
So we see the Celtics get the win here.
There we go.
I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so
Thank
true,
you,
but
Tatum.
have
I
to
think he
credit the
scored
crowd
more
for
than
giving them
30
such a big
points.
boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And now, time for our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, 41 point. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Maybe different time. But see you and thank you for being here. I know I got only one viewer. Thank you for you, man. I appreciate you.